Ever so often comes along a musician that forces us to stop in our tracks and pay attention, and one such artist is Botswana-born singer and songwriter Mpho Sebina, who is quite unique, I would say, and soulful sound from her EP titled Mpho has us convinced that she really is God's latest gift to music. And one fan even said Sabina's music is healing, and we suppose the fact that she's inspired by the Black Jacks also goes a long way. Now, the No Evil and Black Butterfly hitmaker joins us now to tell us more about her EP Mpho. Very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Yes.
Take us through when you were still growing up in Mushudi in Botswana and how music made its way into your DNA.
I come from a family of music lovers, so I was always surrounded by really great music growing up. A lot of Miriam Makebas and Mbongeni Ngemas and Sades and Bob Marley's. So I grew up with a lot of music around me, and my family and I would connect through music as well as my friends. So it's always been a part of my life.
Okay, so your music is quite versatile, but how would you define your sound?
I classify it as soul, but you know, it's fused with a lot of other influences, from hip-hop to R&B to neo-soul to jazz to a bit of folklore Setswana music as well.
Okay, you studied an honours degree in international business from the Multimedia University of Malaysia. Jeez,
Yes.
That's a huge milestone. So how did music come into the equation?
I mean, I was still studying, but I was also always dabbling in the music world. I was practicing my recording, and I was always writing and always singing, performing live. I did a couple of live performances while I was studying in Malaysia, and I sang in the church choir when I was in Malaysia as well.
You are your own marketing agent, you are your own manager, and you dabble between Botswana and South Africa. How do you find the time to do all that?
You know, the time kind of creates itself, and I'm just trying to find the balance between moving in different spaces and performing and trying to market myself. It all works out. I think the important thing is just taking care of yourself, and just so you can handle the pressure and balance the two worlds,
So when did you come to the realization to realize that this particular sound that you've gone for best defines your message through sound?
You know, it just felt honest to me. It didn't sound, it just resonated well within me, and I feel like that's how I work best. If the sound resonates with me, then that's what I go with. My sound is still developing. I always feel like as an artist we're constantly growing and finding ourselves, so it's an ever-evolving sound, I believe.
Yeah, and it resonates so well with so many South Africans. I mean, I would imagine the fan base growing here and without a marketing company.
Yeah, South Africa has been really great, and the internet really is my best friend, and it's worked out so well. SoundCloud is where I first started, and South Africa really loved some of the covers and the renditions that I did, and it just kind of grew into this magical thing, and now I'm here today.
Yeah. And speak to us about the concept of your video, No Evil, where the entire video is just a single shot of you with the singing lips. What are you trying to convey with this body of work?
You know, sometimes I think I'm a very simple person. I think I'm a minimalist at best. I had shot a whole video for that song, but then when it came towards putting it out and the editing process, a friend of mine, we had a discussion, and he was like, you know, maybe we should try going with this, and I was like, you know, why not? And that's how it happened.
Yeah. And what's the significance of the title of the EP now? And who did you work with?
Well, I worked on the EP with a couple of producers from Botswana, Favi, B-Note, as well as Grandpa. They're all based in Botswana. Well, B-Note is now in South Africa, but the title Mpho is kind of a triple entendre. Mpho is also Mpho, which means a gift. Mpho also could be Neo, which is like new and fresh. Yeah, and also this is my first offering, so that's how the title Mpho came about.
Yeah, and one of the many compliments that you probably get from your fans is that of healing. Why do you think that's the case?
I think when I created the music, I feel like the world is in so much turmoil, and every day we switch on the television, it's a lot of, you know, sad news, and there's so much going on. I kind of wanted to create a little corner where people could come and just celebrate life and, you know, look for a certain sense of hope and light, and that's what I wanted to create with the music, and I've been blessed in that my audience has received it as that.
So basically it's that of inspiration as well.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Mpho, thank you so much for chatting to us and all the best.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Well, born in 1989 in the small village of Mushudi in Botswana, Mpho Sebina is a singer and a songwriter who is taking the industry by storm with a unique sound. Her EP titled Neo features songs such as Black Butterfly and No Evil. Do tune into Morning Love for more sounds from her. But for now, let's go back to the main desk with Pearl. She's got the latest sports.
Thanks, Sims. Looking at what's happening in the world of